Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new documentary, FRAGILÉ. And this is a documentary that answers the question, what happens when one man decides to save his small town with a 50-foot leg lamp? And this is set in Chickasha, Oklahoma, captures a small-town Christmas story-inspired project that spirals into a full-blown pop culture moment. It's complete with viral headlines, city council meltdowns, and even a cease-and-desist letter for Warner Brothers. And this documentary focuses on one man's decision and project to build a replica of the giant leg lamp from A Christmas Story in this small town. And you have Reagan Elkins, who directs this film, who takes us into this experience, who is a Oklahoma native, and this film really captures the small town nature of this community. There's such a wide range of different people, and I think the film does a great job of capturing just all these different perspectives, these different types of people, where they're all coming from, and how all of them are doing what they're doing, have their perspectives for the same reason. They care about their town. And, you know, you have this guy who made this giant leg lamp, who wanted to bring tourism, bring life back to this town, and succeeded. But then you have a lot of, say, the women in this town especially, who find it sexist and misogynistic and exploitative to have this giant woman's leg bare just sitting there. They lit it up in red, and this one woman's like, "Can you believe that? We have our own red light district." And there's this one particular woman who said that, who keeps popping up throughout the rest of the film with this very biting retort to so many of these things. I think the film's edited really well, because they'll be like, present this thing and then have like a perfectly placed other individual to clap back at it. And it's interesting because it kind of creates this discourse between the townsfolk without having them in the same space. I think Elkins does a great job of, you know, piecing that together and pulling it together. There are moments where there's some good humor. There's also some good heart. You can tell, like, this man did this because he loves his town. And you can feel that some of these other people hate this because what it's, quote-unquote, doing to their town. And you do have those town hall meetings that feel so frustrating and really capture that small town politics, because that's exactly what this film does, is capture small town politics in such a biting and impressive way. And there's fun little interludes of little animation and stuff like that. You can tell this documentary is not made with a lot of money, but I think it does its best to overcome those shortcomings from like a technical standpoint to just really capture just the impact that this whole scenario has had on the town, even up to its little stinger at the very end, which kind of points at what might happen to this leg in the future, which is, you know, causing issues not only for this town, but also like this documentary too. It's a fascinating experience. This is one to really check out. It's a nice, lean film. I think it's about like 80 minutes or so, but it really captures such a relatable kind of experience, especially if you're from a small town and you have all of those dynamics coming together, but also such an interesting and unexpected story, and how this all comes together and all of the tension that comes out of this and the drama. It was ripe for making a film out of it. But those are my thoughts on FRAGILÉ. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.